Deborah Weller. Today I'm going to be talking about some tips in storytelling. And my tips are about developing our characters. There might be multiple characters in a story. Each character needs a distinct way to move, to speak, maybe even a distinct attitude. You might also have different facial expressions that you use for your characters. The best part about being a storyteller is being all the characters. But they need to have a delineation between each character so the audience won't be confused. And each character will have unique qualities. So how do we do that? Well, we get to play with our characters. And I'm going to use, for example, the lion and the mouse. Characters have emotions, and we can show those emotions in our face. Surprised, confused, scared. All of those can be shown in our face, but we can also delineate the character by the movements or the posture of the character. Maybe the lion is going to have sharp claws. Maybe the mouse is going to be skittish and move very quickly. It could all be up to the storyteller. I'm going to share just a short segment of the story, and I will tell it in different ways so we can see how different characterization can change the way the story is told. I'm using the fable, A Lion and a Mouse. Once in the deep, deep jungle, a lion came out, walking upon the morning pathway. It's a great day in the jungle, when all of a sudden he stepped on the leaves and crackling sounds, he was swooped up into a net. And he roared greatly with his displeasure. Who dares to put a king of the jungle in the net? A little mouse was scurrying by and looked up and saw the king of the jungle ensnared in a net. Oh, king of the jungle, could I help you?
You're just a little mouse. How could you help me?
Well, I could climb up the tree, and I have really sharp teeth, and I could gnaw on the ropes and set you free. That is one way that the lion and the mouse could interact. But now I'm going to change the characters a little bit. Let's see now if you notice the difference between the two. One morning, the lion came out into the deep forest and started walking along the path. Oh, I don't know about this day. I feel a little worried. Is something going to happen that I'm not going to expect? And as soon as the lion stepped forward, snap, he was ensnared in a net and jerked up onto the branch of a tree. And he began to cry, oh, somebody come help me. I got caught. I knew something terrible was going to happen. So a mouse was scurrying about and looked up.
Hey, like king of the jungle, what's wrong with you? I'm caught in this net. Can you help me? Why, I'm a good climber. I have sharp teeth. I could probably help you.
So now we have two different versions of the story because I changed the attitudes and characteristics of the main characters. How do you think you could work with the characters in your story? Here's what I recommend. Think about those characters. Decide about how you're going to make a move, what kind of attitudes or emotions you might give them, and then have fun with it. Tell that story about 5 times, change it up, practice in front of a mirror, practice by a wall until you feel like you have found a great way to use the characters in your story for the enjoyment of the audience.